friends, welcome back to FYI. So today we are going to talk about what is SIN number, how you need to apply for your SIN number, what is the importance of SIN number and what you need to do with your SIN number and what you should not do with your SIN number. Also, I'm going to tell you how you can fill your application and how you can submit your documents online. So let's get started. So first of all, we are going to talk what is SIN number. SIN number is basically a unique number that is given to you. It would be a 9-digit number and it is also referred to as social insurance number. Now, this gives access to government benefits and every services that they are providing. So this number will be very important for you. Also make sure that this number is a unique number, so it means that only you can access it legally and no one else should use that number. Now you would be wondering who is going to give you the SIN number. SIN number will be basically given to you by Service Canada, or you can say the Government of Canada. The Service Canada is the government institution that gives you access to varied programs and services that are provided by Government of Canada. So you can go there and apply for that. Now the question is, do you need a SIN number? So if you are a permanent resident or a citizen or a temporary resident, or you can say international student, then you will need to apply for SIN number. Also, you would be wondering then how you could apply for your SIN number. So basically you have two options over here. You can apply online or you can visit Service Canada and you can go there, fill out the form and give the supporting documents that they have asked for, and you can get your SIN number in a paper format. So what documents would you need when you are applying for your SIN number? So if you are a student, then you will need your passport and your study permit with you. And if you are a PR, then you would need passport and your PR card. So next question is, why do you need SIN number? SIN number is basically needed so that you can file your tax, you can get the government benefits, you can work in Canada, and you can even use it for opening your bank account. As you can see that everything over here is really important to you and everything is connected to your SIN number. So that's why you should be cautious with your SIN number. You should never ever give the SIN number with any other people who is unknown to you or who calls you and asks you for your SIN number. You might get a call and it might be a scam call, it might be a fraud call, like they will tell you that they are from Service Canada or they are from government, they have found something in your SIN card, they have found something wrong with your SIN number. You should not give that SIN number to them. You should actually call to the Service Canada number which is given on the site, or you can mail the Service Canada that is that anything wrong with the SIN number. Now other thing is, you should not share it even with your friend because it's really important number to you. It has all the personal information that will have access to almost everything you are having over here in Canada, like your bank account, your tax filing account, everything. So make sure that you don't share it with anyone and keep it safe. Keep it on a safe place because Service Canada is not going to issue another SIN card if you lost this SIN number. So now I would like to tell you whom you could share your SIN number to. So SIN number could be shared to your college, to the employer or manager who is going to pay you, or your bank. Now the next thing that I'm going to show you is about how you can apply online, and also I will show you some important points that are listed in their website so that you can understand what you should do when you lost your SIN number or when you suspect that anyone else is using your SIN number. So let's see that. So on your Google, write SIN number Canada, and the first site that will be showing up would be canada.ca. Click onto that site and you will reach to this page. So as you can see over here, they have given the overview, eligibility criteria, what you need to know before you apply for your SIN number, how to apply for your SIN number, and what you should know after you get your SIN number. So let's see the overview. As I have already gone through the overview, what is SIN number and everything, this is all what is given over here. The second thing that they have given is the eligibility criteria. That means who could apply to the SIN number. The next thing is about what you need to know before you apply your SIN number. So here they are going to provide all the informations like what documents you will need, maybe the primary document, the secondary documents, all that documents you needed will be listed over here. As you can see, they have given primary documents. If you are a temporary resident, Then you will need work permit or study permit and your passport with you. If you are PR, then you will need PR card, the confirmation of PR residence, the record of landing, verification of landing. Also, you can see that the list of the secondary documents are given over here, like passport, your provisional or your territorial ID, or you can say driver's license or any other government issued ID. And make sure that whatever documents you have should be in English or in French. So the next thing that I'm going to tell you about is how to apply for your SIN number. Now, as you can see over here, you have two options over here. Maybe you can apply online or you can do it by mail. By mail means over here is by post. When you are doing it by post, you will just have to download the application form, fill that form out, take a printout of it, and then you can attach your original documents to it. Don't attach any photocopy or Xerox copy. They need original documents for it. So when you are done with your application form and you have collected all your original documents, you have to send it to this address that is given over here. Now, if you want to apply online, then you can go over here. You can see apply online. You can click to apply online for SIN. Now, once you have clicked to that, you will reach to this page. As you can see over here, there's percentage given over here that how much percent of application you have completed. So the first question over here is about type. So over here, if you're applying it for the first time for your SIN number, then you can just select first social insurance number. If you are going to give it for update or correction, then you have to select that. If you are going for a confirmation of SIN, that is if you have lost your SIN number and if you want a confirmation of your SIN number, then you can select that. The other things are like legal change of name, change of status, change of expiry date or other. So I'm going to select first social insurance number over here, and then I'm going to give the name, just let's say this one. Make sure that whatever things you are writing over here is same as it is appearing on your passport. Now next thing over here, as you have seen that I have given the first name and the family name over here. Now the second thing is applicant's family name, that is your family name. And the next thing is about, okay, just make sure that if you are female, if you have changed your family name, then they have asked actual for your family name at birth. So make sure about that. The next thing you have to write is about date of birth. You can also select from this icon. I have just written down over here in the format that is given over here. Now you have to provide your telephone number through which they could reach you. Then you have to select the language of correspondence. In my case, I am selecting English. Now next thing is about applicant's parents. So you have to write your father name, your family name, sorry, not yours, I mean your father family name at birth. Make sure they are asking for your family name, your parents' family name at birth. Here you can write your mother name. So over here it is asking about your mother's maiden name. Now next thing they are asking is for applicant's gender. So whatever gender is yours, you can select that, and then the status of yours. So is the applicant currently residing in Canada? Yes. So now they are asking for applicant status in Canada. Over here you can select whatever is preferred to you, whatever your status is. I'm selecting temporary resident. So if you are an international student, then you have to select temporary resident. The next thing is about check if the applicant is a twin, triplet or anything. If yes, then you have to select this box. If no, then just don't select this box. The next thing is about applicant's birthplace. So write down about your birthplace, the city over here, country, I'm selecting as an example, and state over here. Now the next thing is, if you have applied earlier for your SIN number, then you have to select yes, but as you are new over here and you are applying it for the first time, so you just have to select no. And if you have selected yes, then you have to provide the 9-digit number of your SIN number. The next thing is about the mailing address. So the mailing address would be your residential address. Once you're done, select next, and as you can see over here that 50% of your application is completed. Now the next thing is about adding the files that are required to provide you the SIN number. So over here, as you can see that they have provided the list of primary documents and the secondary documents. You can just select over here and you will see that what primary documents or what primary proof they want. and for the secondary document you can select on this secondary document, and you will be able to see what kind of documents they are asking for. They are asking for like passport or your driver's license or any other government issued ID. So the next section is a list of supporting document if it is required, and in the case that if your name is indicated on your primary or secondary document which is different from your current name, then you have to provide the supporting documents related to that. So this is the list of the supporting proof of identity documents if you are having a different name from your primary document. When you are completed with all of this stuff, then you have to select I agree over here. And the next part is about acknowledgement. Are you applying for yourself? As you are applying for yourself, you have to select yes. But if you are applying for your children or anyone else, then you have to select the relationship with that person, and then you have to write your name over here. Now once you are done with everything, then you have to select I acknowledge over here and then click submit, and your application is submitted. Now you just have to wait for your SIN number. So the next thing that I'm going to show you is about if you have lost your SIN number, what you should do. So as I already told you that when you lost your SIN number or your SIN number is stolen, the Service Canada is not going to give you any other SIN number. That is, they are not going to issue new SIN number to you. So what you can do is you can go to your tax file account, and there you can find your SIN number and you can request for the confirmation of that SIN number. Also, they might issue you a new SIN number if they have found a proof that someone else is using your SIN number in a wrong way. So as of now, I have already told you everything about SIN number. One more thing that I wanted to mention is if you are landing to Canada on weekdays where there is no public holidays, then you will be able to file your SIN number, or you will be able to get your SIN number on that day itself. You can go there and ask for Service Canada. There will be a stall over there and you can go and apply over there if you are coming in between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So they are operating over there and you can just fill out the form over there. You already have your documents with you, so you can get your SIN number easily over there. I hope that you have got all the information that you needed. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, share and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell icon.